Bringing it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Houston's offense will have the first possession of the game. And they're led out there by a man who will carry the ball plenty in this one, guys.
Well, it's real simple. He's the best player on their team. They have got to force-feed this guy the football, baby.
No doubt about it. The offense goes through him. Excited to see how they've built this offense and how many different ways they can get him touches.
The offense set for a first down play. He wants to throw. Dumps it off in the flats. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. When you have a conference as deep and balanced as this Big 12 is, it's important to get off to a quick start in conference play.
Yeah, you're going to be challenged each and every week here in the Big 12 Conference. Since they've expanded, the quality of this conference has gotten so much better. So, David, big challenge here to make sure mentally your mind is right starting the season off today.
Yeah, I mean, to make your dreams come true, it starts one game at a time, the old cliche. But the Big 12, year in and year out, so many different teams that can beat you, so many different teams that can put points up on the scoreboard. You got to start fast in Big 12 play.
They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And that is how you silence this raucous crowd. Defensively on the road. First drive of the game, setting the tone, getting a huge sack on third down.
First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. Makes a move. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The Horned Frogs offense will go to work for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
Trying to impose their will with the run. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
Here's the handoff. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Dialing up a second down pass play. Good timing on the quick out. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. And the Horned Frogs are moving quickly down the field. They'll try the run. Thrust that arm out. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. The Horned Frogs come to the line with a new set of downs.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. From the gun, the running back has it. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Horned Frogs!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
7, Houston, 0.
He'll return it. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, Cole.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. Makes the grab. It's Fuller. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver creating enough separation to create a positive gain.
That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He's got great speed. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Handoff to the lone back. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
Looking to go up top on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Ellington. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. That's the end of the quarter, and TCU has the lead. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. He's going to pass on second down. It's complete. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. Rams him with the stiff arm. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to him again. And the ball squirted out. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defense. It's a turnover. Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. Now on second down. From the gun, running back gets to give. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Ball's at the 24. A lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. He caught it.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
It's now second and goal.
Now the offense tries to punch it in on second and goal. They'll keep it on the ground to the left, stiffing the goal line. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Northwestern is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out. We've seen this program stage memorable. Do not rule out another one today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Oregon. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Nice job playing assignment football by that defensive end. Knowing what my job is, not letting that quarterback get out, get loose, making a good play, and most importantly, being there in the right spot and getting him on the ground.
Tackled immediately after the catch.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. Houston will be forced to punt.
On to kick it away.
He'll take it on the return. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Well, they finally stopped him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They wanted to set the tone, strike quickly. Jesse, they've done exactly that, up 2 touchdowns.
And this quarterback has been dialed in, too. He's been so good reading.
Fires and picked off. Takes it the other way. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
A lot of quarterbacks have so much confidence that they can fit the ball in tight windows. How about the defensive player right here making an unbelievable interception, forcing the turnover, big play, big momentum swing.
Trying to find his man on first down. He looks that one in nicely. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Line getting set on second down. Looking for a man. It's Combs. The sweet feet buy a little time. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. Wants to throw on third down. On target. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. He'll come out throwing on first down. Moves away as he feels pressure. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half.
Timeout, TCU.
Here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. He's got his man, makes the grab. Knocked down at the 34 after a pickup of 5. It's a first down. He's going to pass. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Now from inside the red zone, getting some heat. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. This drive facing a little adversity now after that last play. It's 2nd and 20. Back to throw, it's Combs. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And the field goal unit is on the field.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Valdez. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. Just buried it. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the 1st down. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. 2nd half just about ready to start, and Houston will kick it off.
Set to kick this one away.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the 3rd quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the 2nd half.
And that pass intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense too, man. Look at this. I show you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. TCU has it back and the Horned Frogs go on offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown 1 in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
The give to the tailback. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. He's piled up 82 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. It's complete on the right side. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45. First down here for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Finally run out of bounds, but he has his offense rolling with a first down. And the Horned Frogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Finds his big tight end. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form time.
And the big fella couldn't elude the quarterback who makes a sure tackle.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Here on third down for this offense. They'll leave it with him. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Finds his man enough for the first. Touchdown, TCU! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
First down for this offense. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. How about that weight room work? He's showing off there as he gets across the 20. They'll mark it at the 22. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. They'll try to run for it. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He gets a block. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
He's got the tight end.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Looking to pass on 2nd down. He's going for the big play. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! And they take it in for 6 more points. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
28, Houston 11.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Houston offense comes onto the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. They're going to run it. There to make the stop, and we've played 3 in this one. Big catches, big plays, tons of yards through 3 quarters for these 2 guys. 2nd second down here as they go back to work after the break. To the air, it's Combs. He finds a soft spot in the middle. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. Houston getting set, looking at 1st and 10. They'll throw it from the red zone. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
Grabs it in the middle. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. Reeled it in and just made the house call.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. That makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And the coverage team able to wrestle it down. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Give to the running back. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24. Give him 88 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. Going downfield for the big play. Holds it in on the left. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Powerful running as he trucks his way to the 28. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. 6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and 4. The RPO, it's complete. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Horned Frogs moving quickly to the line. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Touchdown, TCU! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1. And that extra point is a big one, as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is.
And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7. Hoping to find one that works this time on 2nd down from the 7. Scanning the field, it's Combs. receiver looks it in. It's complete. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Fires downfield. He's got an open man. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback.
The Cougars are on the move.
And that's another first down.
The aerial assault continues. Dances away from the heat. Going to try to get it himself. He was able to squirt free and pick up just a few on that one. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Caught. At the 40, there he goes. He's run out of bounds with a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. Going up top on 1st down. Get it out on the screen. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season. And, man, you know he's looking for more.
He's looking for a man on 2nd down. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
At this point in the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs.
Deep shot for the end zone. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Houston.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. And as we get later in this game, Jesse, you want to keep moving the ball and being aggressive, but don't turn the thing over.
So how about getting the running game going right here, David, on this drive? Let those big fellas up front get some push, bleed the clock, move the chains.
Yeah, no need to get greedy. I know the passing stats and you want to score, but you're right. The clock right now is your friend with a 2-possession lead.
They'll try again on 2nd down after the incompletion. The give to the left. Still running at the 40. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
Really been impressed by the balance we've seen from this offense so far in the game, but I think you got to give a lot of the credit to the running game because it's been able to freeze these defenses, it's helped set up play action. They've been physical at the point of attack. I think that really has been the key force for this offense so far, having the success they've had.
He'll pitch it. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Now on 2nd down, and we'll probably see another run, and that might do it if they can get a 1st down. The option look. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. A little less room to work with now. The ball's at the 28, and it's 3rd and long. Quarterback checking the play. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Makes the catch. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. To have any chance in the world, this defense has to come up with a stop on 1st and goal. Fast motion from the offense. The give. Into the end Touchdown, Horned Frogs! They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th.
Houston, 25.
Here he comes with the return. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes the Houston offense once again. Not a lot of hope here, down 3 possessions late.
No, and I love this part as a pass rusher because I'm just pinning my ears back, getting to the quarterback. I know it's a pass every single time. I'm trying to pad my stats. I'm sure you're just trying to stay up.
Well, we're definitely just trying to stay alive at this point, but you're also trying to build confidence, too, for your next opponent. If you can find some completions late in the game, even though it looks like you're going to lose it, it's all about building.
All kinds of running room. He's at the 40. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with the huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
Dropping back, it's Combs. Quickly complete. Got enough space. Touchdown, Cougar! Called it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land.
And a nice touchdown. Continued to fight, continued to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle. A nice job by this offense. Continue to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
The defense is going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball gets...
Looking for the end zone. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on 2nd down. Power football with the run. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
Yeah, you got to be impressed with this offense, man. 4th quarter, they've been money. Great job putting drives together. Nice play there as well, but this offense has saved their best for the last part of this football game when they needed it the most.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Zings it complete to the right. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. And the Horned Frogs headed quickly to the line. They'll go to the air. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, TCU! Things a little more comfortable after that score and much closer to a win here in Week 5. I guess they wanted to make sure they rubbed a little salt in the wound here down the stretch.
And it's your job to stop it. Keep playing football. I like it when the offense keeps the foot on the accelerator. It's your job. If you don't like it defensively, do something about it.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Bringing it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over. This coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not...
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Picked off. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20.
The #1 objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. To the ground. He's got it again. So runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. After this, it'll be a wrap. The give to the back. And on that short gain, that will bring us to the end of this game. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.